Our next guest is going to help you see the mirror for who you are at the core of your soul. Up next on Live It Up, it is Sasha Graham from Enchanted Kitchen, and she is such a delight. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You had such an incredible childhood. You were able to travel all over the place, experience so many things. Can you talk to us about that being important to who you are today?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. It's a great question to ask, actually. I had this wonderful hippie mom. We moved like where the wind took us. I lived in, I think, over 27 different houses and all across the United States. And it's an interesting thing because I really got to feel a lot of different, what the mountains of Colorado felt like, what the mountains of Vermont felt like. And so looking back, even though it wasn't always easy, it gave me a really great way to connect with the energy of the places that I was living in. And even though I ran to New York City, now I'm back in the mountains, and that's where my Enchanted Kitchen is.
Excellent. So experiential learning all the way for you.
Oh yeah, completely. And always sort of being hyper aware, right, of your surroundings and things constantly being new. And as a child, you're so ingrained in the moment and what's going on and what's happening. And, you know, you're just more open to taking all of those things in. So they really kind of inform you later in life.
They do. The signs, the energy, all that stuff all plays together. Tarot, tell us about your love for tarot and how you knew that you were great at it. How did that happen?
Oh, well, I'm a Halloween baby, right?
Okay,
So
yes.
I always felt like I was marked, like I was special, like I was a witch. And I was 12 years old when I got my first deck, and I was so excited, and I opened it up, and I couldn't wait to start reading the cards. And I opened up the deck, and I had no idea what I was looking at. And I was so deflated because I thought, well, this is my jam, this is my thing. So my first book actually was about how tarot doesn't have to be so complicated because it's an extraordinary tool and it's so much fun. And I did learn how to read it, and the cards are so special to me, and reading for people and helping people on their journeys is such a special thing to do. And so I love to empower people to read cards for themselves and to take 5 minutes every day and look at a card, listen for a message, cultivate a little bit of magic in their life.
Absolutely. And magic, you can have your own magic every day.
Well, that's
just waking up is magical.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point. Like, we're in the midst of so much mystery and amazing. Like, it's crazy when you sit and you think about the elements that are actually at play in your life. And it's so easy to be distracted by everything that's going on. Something like a tarot card, something like a 10-minute walk in nature, something like sitting and looking at a tree, can bring you back to who you are, because once all of that distraction is gone, you can sit and focus on whatever's really important for you at that moment. And that's why I love tarot.
And food nurtures that. It's the answer. It's the complement, if you will. So you created this brand called Enchanted Kitchen,
Yes.
which I find so cool, because what you do is you take a tarot card, and then what you do is you create a recipe that's based upon those principles. Can you talk
Yes.
to us about the synergy between that?
Yes, so
Okay.
for the Enchanted Kitchen, every single recipe is inspired by a tarot card, right? Because every tarot card has its own innate energy inside of it, and we can access that energy if we choose to. So my whole thing, it's like, when I was in my house doing chores, doing this, doing that, why not put magical intention into the mundane, every single day things that you're doing? So a perfect example is the Empress card. She represents creativity and sensuality. And I have a salad that aligns with her, and the ingredients align, like cherries align with sensuality, but walnuts align with being grounded. So you don't let your sensuality or sexuality go too crazy. You know, you can stay grounded in it. And so while you're making a salad, you're thinking about these things, you're focusing on it, you're grounded in the moment. And by the time you're done making your salad, you've almost transformed yourself.
Correct.
It's
Nurturing your body and your soul kind of at the same time.
Yes, and it's taking a simple everyday thing and making it marvelous and magical, and it's opening up a world of possibility for you, because rather than thinking about that bill you've got to pay or whatever, you're thinking about something yummy and delicious that you want to manifest. And then you have actually manifested something because you have a recipe right there to eat.
And talking about manifesting, you manifest goodness for people, part of your proceeds from your company go to help domestic violence, and you have a big why in your life.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about that, why you want to give back, and who and what makes a difference for you personally.
Because I mean, I think any of us, we want to give back, especially the older you get and the more mature you become, you realize that you really are the harbinger of making the world a better place. And the whole point of the work that I do as a tarot reader, and I can't tell you, it's like, it's so special every time I read cards, because people are so much more alike than they are different. And I have read for millionaires and supermodels and hotel maids, and it just doesn't matter. We all want love. We all want security. We all want like the same handful of things. So it seemed like absolutely non-negotiable if I was going to be making money doing this kind of work, that a portion of my proceeds would always go back to help people, especially to empower women. And so a portion of my proceeds go to the RAIN network, which empower sexual survivors, because I think that's very much part of the conversation right now. It's very important to me that women are empowered.
Beautiful. Sasha Graham, I thank you for joining us and your beautiful Enchanted kitchen. I look forward to working with you, to knowing you. I know that you've been traveling all over the world. You're basically the expert in this. People like hire you to go everywhere.
They do.
So thank you for spending time with us right here today. Your presence is definitely noted, and thank you very much for being here.
Oh, it was such a
You're
pleasure.
making a huge difference for people. Thank you. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up, helping you celebrate the essence of life. Thanks for watching.